You know, we will accept new plans for
Yeah.
like a church.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and you know, that's interesting. Here's plan is really beautiful, you know. I'm really excited for it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah. Do you remember when we work in here 2015 and all this on the earth and we don't know what we find? After we find, it's a tomb, but not tomb, it's a church. They turned the church, you know, that's so interesting.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah, whole detail in here is really interesting. It's have a dromos, and this is interesting. When you see it, it's look like, yeah, you are in the Roman time, you know. I feel like that when I'm working here. When we escape, we think that must be a bedroom, but after we dig in and we find it's not a bedroom, you know, because it's different. It's not have a hippocampus system. They don't have that much room, you know.
You can enter the other.
Yeah, and it's have a covering with the what we say.
You are right. There must be something to prove that it's a not bath. You know.
Yeah. But it's not have a hippocampus system. And you know what is exciting in here when we find its floor is covering and it's exciting stuff, you know.
Yeah,
I love
normal,
it.
Not normal house.
Look at the house. Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, you are here almost 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh my
time
God.
flies.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm 6 years, you know.
Yeah.
I come after you, but it's I don't know how can I explain these feelings, you know. That's interesting.
It's, you know, untellable because.
Yeah, you know, when I walk in here, like I'm in the Roman period,
it's
and
same
I
with
feel
me.
them, you know.
Same for me too.
Yeah, beautiful. Last year we work here, you know. Our season is closed, and I wish this season we can finish here.
Yeah, if you know you have hard work,
Yeah.
you can finish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard, but interesting. It's have some different stuff in there. I want to see it. Yeah, yeah,
But it's not only shallow. It's also used by like a cisterns.
yeah, yeah. And they using for storage. They hide some things. And when the wartime, they using here for hiding from the enemy.
Yeah,
And it's interesting. And what is interesting for me, you know, it's nearby the Mitras.
Mm-hmm.
Is it have some connection or not?
We
It's
don't
really
know
interesting
yet.
for me. Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe I have a question. There's any proof that it's a used as a cistern?
Bir şey söyleyeyim mi? Şaka maka bu benim bir hayalimdi. Burayla ilgili. İngilizce tanımak.
It's a really important temple. They call the Mitras.
Yeah, and it's really important for whole Anatolia because this is the second one finding in the Anatolia. The other is Dolice, and there is interesting because whole detail you can see.
We found the Mitras in 2017.
Yeah,
You know, they visit from all around the world.
yeah, because that's important for whole the world, not only for our region. Because it's interesting whole the world because it's the borders going to until the London, you know.
London, yeah.
That's why it's a wow. Hi, my name is Nurcan Özdemir and I'm a master degree student at the Dicle University. I'm working here almost 6 years. I began the work in here 2015 and this working here is a really good feelings and our team is really wonderful and sharing all those feelings with my team is really best for me and every moment in here is a mystery and it's really beautiful for me. Hi, my name is Nurcan Özdemir and I'm a master degree student at Dicle University. I'm working here since 2015 and almost 6 years I'm working here and being in this team, being a part of this team is really wonderful for me, and sharing all this memory with my team is really good, because our team is work hard and sharing everything and doing everything and searching everything together is really beautiful memory for us. And I'm really happy to be in here and to be in part of this work. It's beautiful.
Ben de buraya bakıyorum.
And I work in here since 2015. In these 6 years, I work in here almost 6 years. But excavation began in the 2014. Before the excavation, we have a survey here to see what is here and what we can do. But officially, excavations began in the 2014. Then in the 6 years, we are working on the houses. And when we dig in houses, we find the underground church, and it's interesting finding, you know, because when we excavate there, we don't know what we'll find, and it's really good memory for us. And out of this, we work on the watchtower, and when we work in there, we find the tunnel. It's a really interesting find, and the others way, but unfortunately, tunnel is closed because in that period it's closed, and we stopped the excavation in here because it's dangerous. We need doing some restoration, then we will continue in there. And we in the first year of the excavation in the 2014, before me, they work on the church, and out of this we find the mitras. This is really interesting and more important findings for us, because the Anatolia region, just two mitras temple we find. The others is Dolice, and our mitras is important because the buildings is really saved good, and we can find what is the mitras temple. Of course, everything is a mystery about mitras, because there's a hiding belief. It's a kind of hiding, and that's why we don't know what is happening there, but we know some things about the mitras, about rituals, and it's really interesting for us. And when I prefer the archaeology, it's really interesting for me. I hear some story about archaeology, then it's catch my attention. I want to be archaeologist, and after I study and I work, I feel amazing. It's a really good choosing for me, because every morning you are waking up before the sun, and you are coming the area, you are working, and everything is mystery. When you dig in, you find some interesting things. For example, when we work in the mitras, we never thought it will be a mitras temple, and when we digging in the underground church, we don't know it will be an underground church, and that's interesting. Every moment is interesting for us, and this is a mystery. This mystery is giving us the really huge feelings, and we love that. In our future plan, nowadays we are working on the entrance of the walls. This is interesting because the walls is really almost 1.200 kilometer, and this is a really huge and long walls after the Sur, Diyarbakir Surs, and we are working on the entrance. And our future plan, we want to work on the administration buildings. And why we say there is administration buildings, because it's nearby the church and nearby the watchtower, and the buildings in there, the houses in there is wider than the others buildings, and that's why it must be important, and they put that buildings top on the hill. That's why it must be administration buildings. It must be important. We want to work in there this season, and we are excited for it.
Tamam, teşekkürler.
Ünlü olacağım bebeğim.
I was a little boy when my mother sent me India.
Hata yapa yapa öğren.
Daldık işte.
Ama
Sadece o kadarla kaldık yani.
geçen bir yabancı geldi çok mantıklı.
Yok bebeğim sen.